सन्मुख संशक्तिं सखी संगनिवासिनीं तामहं सद्गं वन्दे गुरुतां परं सखीं वैराग्ययुक्तभक्तिरसं प्रयत्नै अपायन्मामनभीप्सुमन्धं कृपाम्बुधिर्या परदुःखदुःखी सनातनं तं प्रभुमाश्रयामि सनातनं तं प्रभुमाश्रयामि। हे देव हे दयित हे भुवनैक बंधो हे कृष्ण हे चपल हे करुणैक सिंधो वृंदावनासीन हितावतार प्रसीद राधा प्रणय प्रचार त्रायस्व हो जगन्नाथ गुरो संसार वन्निना दग्धं मां कालदष्टं च त्वाम् अहं शरणं गतः। First of all, offer my millions of obeisances to lotus feet of Asmade Guru Pad Padma Nitila Preshta Jagat Guru Shri Srimad Bhakti-Vidanta Narayan Goswami Maharaj Rendi Swami Shri Srimad Bhakti-Vidanta Dandi Maharaj Namesha Santa Shri Aniruddhas Prabhuji and all the Vaishnavas and Vaishnavis who are gathered here, please accept my humble blessing. We are discussing the verse number 40 from the 7th chapter of the first canto of Srimad Bhagavatam. Suta Vacha Evam Parikshata Dharmam Partha Krishnena Chodita Naichadhantum Guru Sutam Yadyadyatmahanam Maha. So, it's a very, very important verse. Evam Parikshita Dharmam Evam Parikshita Dharmam Partha Krishnena Chodita Naichadantum Guru Sutam Yadyapyatmaham Maha Yadyapyatmaham Maha. Sutaha Suta Goswami Uvacha said, Evam this Parikshata being examined, Dharmam in the matter of duty. Parthaha Shri Arjuna Krishnena by Lord Krishna. Choditaha being encouraged. Na Aichata did not like Antum to kill Guru Sutam, the son of his teacher. Yadyapi, although Atmahanam, murderer of the sons, Mahan, very great. Suta Goswami said, although Krishna was examining Arjuna in religion, encouraged Arjuna to kill the son of Dronacharya, Arjun, a great soul, did not like the idea of killing him, although Ashwatthama was a heinous murderer of Arjuna's family members. Arjun was a great soul, undoubtedly, which is proved here also. He is encouraged herein personally by the Lord to kill the son of Drona. But Arjuna considers that the son of his great teacher should be spared, for he happens to be the son of Dronacharya. Even though he is an unworthy son, having done all sorts of heinous acts physically for no one's benefit, Lord Shri Krishna encouraged Arjuna outwardly just to test Arjuna's sense of duty. It is not that Arjuna was incomplete in the sense of his duty, nor was Lord Shri Krishna unaware of Arjuna's sense of duty, but Lord Shri Krishna puts to the test many of his pure devotees just to magnify the sense of duty. The gopis were put to such test as well. Lord Maharaj was also put to such a test. All pure devotees come out successful in the respective test by the Lord. So Arjuna was tested here. So verse number 1.7.40. Atho petya shiviram Govinda Priyasarathi Nevedayantam Priyaye Shochantya Atmajan Hatan. Atho Petya Shiviram गोविंद प्रिय सारथी निवेदयत्तं प्रियायै शोचन्त्या आत्मजान हतान्. Atha, therefore, thereafter, Upetya, having reached Swa own Shibiram camp, Govinda, one who enlivens the senses, Lord Shri Krishna. Lord Shri Krishna's name is Govinda, one who enlivens the senses. Priya, dear, Sarathi, the charioteer, Nevedayata, entrusted to come him, Priyai, unto the deer, Shochantya, lamenting for Atmajan, own sons, Hatan, murdered. After reaching his own camp, Arjuna, along with his dear friend and charioteer Shri Krishna, entrusted the murder unto his dear wife, who was lamenting for her murdered son. The transcendental relation of Arjuna with Krishna is of the dearmost relation. In the Bhagavad Gita, the Lord himself has claimed Arjuna as his dearmost friend. Every living being is thus related with the Supreme Lord by some sort of affectionate relation, either as servant or as friend or as parent or as an object of conjugal love. Everyone thus can enjoy the company of the Lord in the spiritual realm if he at all desires and sincerely ties for it by the process of bhakti. So all that we have to do is establish a relationship with Krishna in Bhakti Yoga. So Vedas, they talk about Sambandha, Avideya and Prayojan. What is our relationship with Krishna? Krishna is the central focal point of attraction and is also means of attaining success. What is the means of attaining success? The means of attaining success is devotional service. That is called Avideya. And what is the goal of our life? Then that goal of life is described as Krishna Prem. Prema Umartho Mahan. That Mahaprabhu told, Aradhyo Bhagavan Vrajesha Tanaya Sraddhama Vrindavanam Samyaka Chitu Upasana Vrajavadhu Varginaya Kalpita Srimad Bhagavatam Pramanam Prema Kumartho Mahan Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu Matamitam Tatradharo Natara. Mahaprabhu's opinion, how the gopis love Krishna. That type of love is the aim and object of life. So here, Suta Goswami said, although Krishna, who was examining Arjuna in religion, encouraged Arjuna to kill the son of Dronacharya, Arjuna, great soul, did not like the idea of killing him. Although Ashwatthama was the heinous murderer of Arjuna's family members. So you see how glorious was our Arjuna. Although his sons have been killed, but he is still unwilling to kill that sinner. So he is really very compassionate person. Now in these days, you see that compassion is lacking. For no reason people are killing others. But here, although there is a reason to kill, our Arjuna is unwilling to kill. This shows the magnanimity of Arjuna, his love and affection for the Brahmanas and his Gurudev. Sutavacha evam parikshata dharmam partha krishnena chodita naichadhantum guru sutam yadyapi atmahanam maha. So Arjuna, as an impartial observer, he advised Arjuna as Krishna. So Krishna, as an impartial observer, he advised Arjuna to kill Ashwatthama on the ground of so many offenses. He has committed many offenses. He was also trying to see how Arjuna decides. But Arjuna's decision was very right. Arjuna's decision was right because Naicha Dhantum Guru Sutam. He thought that although Ashwatthama is criminal, he should be killed as a criminal, but I am going to kill him on account of my sons or my sons being killed by him, we are so much aggrieved. So if I kill Ashwathama, then his mother is there. She would be very much unhappy. For the sake of the spiritual master and teacher, uh, Dronacharya was dead in the fight, but his wife was living. So Arjuna and Draupadi consider the grief of the wife of Dronacharya. There were many instances like that. Now that the person is criminal, but what will be the effect of killing him? That too is to be considered. Uh, so here Swami Maharaj is telling, uh, I think I have told you a story about Shah Jahan, the Emperor of India. One great drama writer, Mr. P.L. Rai, he wrote one book by the name titled Shah Jahan. But the activities of the whole book was the nefarious actions of Aurangzeb. He was killing his brothers, arresting father, and so on. So one friend of Mr. Rai asked him that your book Shah Jahan, in the activities, the actual hero is Aurangzeb. Why you have named it Shah Jahan? So he replied that although Shah Jahan is silent, but the effect is going to him. When Aurangzeb killed his elder brother Dara, then the effect was suffered by Shah Jahan. So all the activities, nefarious activities of Aurangzeb uh, was suffered by Shah Jahan. Therefore he said he is the hero. Similarly here is the same instance. If I kill Ashwathama, it is right. I should kill him, but the effect would go to his mother. His mother, she is, and in the absence of her husband, Guru, it is our duty to look after her comforts. Now, if I kill Ashwathama, hold it. Therefore, na ichat dhantum Guru Sutta. He did not. Although Krishna advised him, you kill him, he did not like it. Guru Sutta. This is consciousness. Even there is duty, but see what will be the effect. It should be done very quickly. Is a duty. Duty means he like Bhaktir Bhagavati Akinchana Sarve Gustatra Samasate. Means he will act in such a way that all qualified. Nobody can, he is all qualified. He is above all qualities. So that is Bhagavad Bhakta. Sarver Gunesh Tatra Samasate Sura. Yasyasti Bhaktir Bhagavati Akinchana Sarver Gunesh Tatra Samasate Sura. Harava Bhaktasya Kuto Mahadguna Manorathena Sadidavato Bahi. All the devatas, along with their superior qualities, become manifest in the body of one who has developed unalloyed bhakti to Sri Bhagavan. On the other hand, a person who is devoid of bhakti and engaged in material activities has no good qualities. He is driven by his own mental speculations and must submit to the Lord's external potency. How can there be any good qualities in such a man? So here explained that a devotee has all the good qualities. We have got so many instances that Raghunath Das Goswami was very rich Zamindar's son. And there was a trouble between the minister of the state and his father and uncle. They were Zamindars. They were raising revenues to the extent of 12 lakhs. And the tax was going to the Nawab only 4 lakhs. So this is the business. So the minister is arrested. The father and uncle of Raghunath Das Goswami. They fled away from home. So the minister arrested Raghunath Das Goswami. At that time, he was not Raghunath Das Goswami. He was just young man, Raghunath. So he handled the matter in such a nice way that the matter was settled between the minister and his father. The idea is, although he was a Vaishnava, he was not a fool how to manage a state. It does not mean that a Vaishnava will be fool and rascal because he's a Vaishnava. No. Vaishnava 26 qualities. One of the qualifications is Daksha. He must be very expert in doing things very nicely. Not that because one is Vaishnava, he will be callous to the worldly things. No. Therefore, I repeatedly request the management that you must be very expert in managing this temple affairs. Everything to the right point. Not a single farthing should be wasted. A Vaishnava must be Daksha, expert in everything. This is no excuse. That I have become a devotee, therefore I am callous to material things, to all material things. What material things? Nirbandha Krishna Sambandhe Yuktam Vairagyam Uchyate. Anything in relationship with Krishna, that is not material, that is spiritual. I have several times explained that this temple, don't think it is an ordinary building, it is Vaikuntha. Chintamani Prakara Sadmasu Kalpa Vruksha. Krishna has his house, Prakara Sadmasu. Chintamani Prakara Sadmasu Kalpa Vruksha. Sudha. Sadma. Sadma means house. So we should take very, very careful attention that this temple is kept very nicely, managed very nicely. Not that I become Vaishnava, let everything be stolen or spoiled or broken. I have become Vaishnava, I cannot take care. This is not my consideration. Because I have several times pressed on this point that everything in relationship with Krishna is Krishna. Krishna is the Advait Gyan, absolute truth. Krishna and his name, his house, his devotees, his everything. Naam, Roop, Gun, Leela, Parikar, Vaishishta. Everything. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's philosophy, it is said by Vishwanath Chakravarti. Aradhyo Bhagavan Vrajesha Tanaya Stadhama Vrindavanam. Vrajesha Tanayas. Vrindavan, Brajendra Nandan Hari, Krishna. Krishna is very much pleased when he is addressed as Brajendra Nandan, Yashodanandan, Partha Sarathi, added with his devotee's name, just to establish that he is not Nirvishesh. He is always Savishesh. So this addition. Krishna is everyone's father. Aham bija bhara pitaha. Who can be his father? Nobody can become his father. Still he accepts a father and he likes that he should be called by his father's name. Who is that father? His devotee. Brajendra Nandan Hari. Aradhyo Bhagavan Vrajesha Tanayas. He is addressed as Bhagavan. Bhagavan means the supreme person, the supreme being. Who can be his father? Still it is said, Aradhyo Bhagavan Vrajesha Tanaya. Vrajesha Tanaya. He is the son of Maharaj Nanda. Aradhyo Bhagavan. Yashomati Nandana. So Krishna and his father, although he is not Krishna, he is Nitya Mukta. There are different types of living entities. Nitya Mukta and Nitya Badra. Anadi Badra. Sadhan Siddha, Krupa Siddha. So these things are very nicely discussed in the Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. Nitya Siddha. His father, mother of Krishna, they are Nitya Siddha. Although they are living entities, they are not Bhagwan, not Vishnu Tattva, Jiva Tattva, but Nitya Siddha. Those who are in the spiritual world, they are Nitya Siddha. Nitya Mukta. Nitya Mukta means they never come in this material world. Just like Krishna is Nitya Mukta, Shuddha. Similarly, the associates of Krishna who come with him, just like the gopis or the cowherd boys and so on, the cows, calves, they are all Nitya Siddha, Nitya Mukta. They come with Krishna, Ananda Chinmaya Rasa. They are in the spiritual form, Ananda Chinmaya Rasa, enjoying always spiritual bliss in the association of Krishna. Ananda Chinmaya Rasa Pratibhavitavi Tavirya Eva Nija Rupataya Kalavi. That is also expansion of Krishna. Just like Brahma. When he stolen Krishna's friends, cowherd boys and the cows and the calves, Brahma saw that Krishna is playing with the same cowherd boys, cows, calves, and he was astonished. He came to taste that it's being advertised that one boy is now born, is there in Vrindavan and is being accepted as Krishna, the Supreme Personality of God, my Krishna, my Lord. He played some tricks. He stole away. But the next moment means 1 year, he saw that Krishna has expanded himself in so many living entities. And later on he saw that everyone is Vishnu. Everyone is Vishnu. Deeparchare Vaidashantaramabhipetya. Krishna and Krishna's Amsha. He expands just like candle. One candle is lit up by another candle. Another candle. In this way, first, second, third, fourth, fifth, in the hundreds of times. But each candle is as powerful as the first one. Rama Dimurtishu Kala Niyamena Tishtan Nana Avataram Akarod Bhuvaneshu Kintu Krishna Swam Sambhavat Paramapumanyo Govindamadi Purusham Tamam Bhajami. He has got extensive, innumerable expansion. In the Bhagavad, it is said that Krishna's expansion is so great, just like the waves of the ocean. You cannot count. It is not possible. If you sit down on the sea beach and go on counting how many waves day and night, there is no limit. So Krishna's expansion is unlimited. He is unlimited. His expansions are unlimited. Advaitam Achyutam Anadim Anantarupam. So everything belonging to Krishna is Krishna. This is Krishna consciousness. Nothing should be neglected. That is Krishna consciousness. Everything should be. Shri Vigrahara Dhananityanala Shuvaratan Mandiramarjanado Yuktasya Bhaktanshani Unjatopi Vande Guru Shri Charanadavinam. Every corner of this temple should be considered. Here is Krishna. Then Krishna conscious. Not that, only in the temple Krishna is there, not in the gate. Let it be open, thief may come and steal. No, be very careful. The idea is that devotee must be expert in understanding things very clearly. Just like Arjuna. Krishna is requesting him. Therefore it is said, Evam Parikshata. Krishna is trying to see how Arjuna is Krishna conscious. I'm requesting you, kill him. And what does he decide? Krishna knew everything. Sarvasya chaham hridisannivishto mattasmritirjnanamohanam cha. Krishna is situated in everyone's heart. So what Arjuna was thinking of? Krishna knew that he was thinking rightly not to kill this man. Still he was parikshita. He was examining how Arjuna decides. He passed the examination. So devotee is expected to pass all kinds of examination. That is devotee, not one-sided. Therefore Shastra says, Yasyasti bhaktir bhagavati akinchana sarvair gunastatra samasate sura harava bhaktasya puto mahadguna manorathena satidhavato vai akinchana bhakti. Kinchana. Kinchana means something. So akinchana means no something. That is akinchana. I have nothing to do except Krishna's service. That is called akinchana. He has no other duty. Only duty is how to please Krishna. That is Shuddha Bhakti. Anya vilasita shunyam jnana karma jnana vrutam anukullena krishnano shidanam bhakti uttama. So long you are on the platform of jnana or karma, there are different stages. Karma is the lowest stage and jnana is the higher. Koti karma nishtha madhe eka jnani sreshta. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has said, out of many millions of karmis, one jnani is good, sreshta. And out of millions of jnanis, simply jnana, theoretical knowledge is not good. It must be practical. Jnana, the result of jnana is to become liberated, mukti. Simply I am very jnani and I am doing all nonsense, This is not Jnana. He must be liberated from material attachment. Brahma Bhuta Prasannatma Vishwamachiti Samasarveshu Bhuteshu Madbhaktim Lavate Param. This is the stage of perfection of Jnana. Na Shochati Na Kangshu. He has nothing to do with the material world. That is Jnani. Therefore, the karmis, they are very much attached to the material activities, and Jnani is not attached, neither interested. Out of millions of karmis, one Jnani is Shrestha. We sometimes differ with the Mayavadi philosophers, but they are Jnanis. They are better than the karmis. There is no doubt. Koti karma nishtha madhye eka jnani shrestha. But it does not mean because one has got some theoretical knowledge, therefore he is mukta. That is another stage. Therefore Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, Koti jnani madhyaya eka mukta shrestha. And so for bhakta, Koti mukte madhye durlabha eka Krishna bhakta sa mahatma sudurlabha. That is another thing. Koti mukta madhye koti shapi mahamune. So to become Krishna conscious, fully devoted, anya vilasita shunyam, it is very, very difficult. The highest position. Bhaunam janmanam ante jnanavan mam prapadyate. Jnana, after jnana, there is a stage of bhakti. Without jnana, bhakti is kanishtha adhikari. With jnana, he is uttam adhikari. These are described in Chaitanya Charitamrita. So the idea is that if one is advanced devotee, then all the good qualities will be visible in him. Yasyasti bhakti bhagavati akintara sarver gunastatra sadama sate sura harab bhaktasya kuto mahadguna manorathena sati dhavato vahi. He has no other desire. Akinchana bhakti. If he has got any other desire to fulfill, then it is mixed devotion. It is not Shuddha Bhakti. It is Vaidhi Bhakti. Karma Mishra Bhakti, Jnana Mishra Bhakti, Yoga Mishra Bhakti. Bhakti must be there. Otherwise, Karma, Jnana, Yoga, nothing is successful. Bhakti must be there, but when Karma, Jnana and Yoga, everything is without contamination, simply Bhakti. Jnana Karma Dhyana Vritam. That stage is Anukullena Krishna Shilanam, simply to satisfy Krishna. Now here Krishna is advising. So Anukullena Krishna Shilanam. That is Parikshita. As Krishna is examining, similarly, Arjuna also very intelligently acting. He knew that although Krishna was encouraging him to kill Ashwatthama, he wanted to see me, how I deal with the matter. So there is competition between bhaktas. Due lage pura huri. It is stated in the Chaitanya Charitamrita between Radha and Krishna. Krishna is being enlivened by seeing Radharani, and Radharani is being more beautiful by seeing Krishna. Due lage huda huri. The competition. That this is described in the 4th chapter of the Chaitanya Charitamrita. It is transcendental sporting between the devotee and the Lord. It is not nirvisheshva. The Lord wants to see how he is my pure devotee, and the devotee wants to see that I will not accept anything from Krishna. I shall sacrifice everything for Krishna. That is Duelagi Huda. That is devotee and that is Krishna. So here is Arjuna. He is being examined by Krishna. Krishna wants to examine his devotees, how staunch devotee he is, just like the Pandavas. They were put into so many troubles. They lost their kingdom, lost their wife, insulted. The wife was endeavored to become naked. Never. The Pandavas never said that, Krishna, you are our friend. Why we are suffering so much trouble? Never, never. This is pure devotee. Krishna is always with him. Krishna could do anything, but still they never requested. Neither Kunti nor Pandava. This is pure devotion. A pure devotee will never try to take anything from Krishna. He will try to give everything to Krishna. So, Due Lage Huda. So, here is a trial between the devotee and Lord Krishna, and Arjuna has passed the examination. Therefore, it is said, Evam Parikshita Dharmam Pariha Krishnena Chodita He is being examined by Krishnena, not ordinary person, but he passed the examination. Why? Naichat Dhantum Guru Sutam. In spite of Krishna, I mean to say injection, that do it, he did not like to do so. Naichat Dhantum Guru Sutam Yadyapi Atmahanam Mahan. Although he is the greatest criminal, still he didn't want to kill the son of his guru. So you'll see the great qualities of Arjuna here, that he didn't want to kill the son of his guru. Verse number 41 and 42. After reaching his own camp, Arjuna, along with his dear friend and charioteer Sri Krishna, entrusted the murder unto his dear wife, who was lamenting for her murdered sons. Sutta Goswami, Sri Sutta Goswami said, Draupadi then saw Ashwatthama, who was bound with ropes like an animal. And silent for having enacted the most inglorious murder. Due to her female nature, due to her being naturally good and well behaved, she showed him due respects as a Brahmana. You see here that Tathavrutam Pashuvat Pashabadha Mavangmukham Karma Jugupsitena Niriksha Krishna Pakrutam Guru Sutam Vamasabhava Krupaya Nanamacha. Tatha thus Ahrutam brought in Pashuvat like an animal. Pasha Baddham tied with ropes. Avat Mukham without a word in his mouth. Karma activities. Jugupsitam being highness. Niriksha by seeing. Krishna, Draupadi, Apakrutam, the doer of the degrading. Guru, the teacher. Sutam, son. Vama, beautiful. Swabhava, nature. Krupaya, out of compassion. Nanama, offered obeisances. Cha, and. Sutta Goswami said, Draupadi then saw Ashwatthama, who was bound with ropes like an animal and silent for having enacted the most inglorious murder. Due to her female nature and due to her being naturally good and well behaved, she showed him due respects as a Brahmana. Ashwatthama was condemned by the Lord himself, and he was treated by Arjuna just like a culprit, not like the son of a Brahmana or teacher. But when he was brought before Srimati Draupadi, she although begrieved for the murder of her son, and although the murderer was present before her, could not withdraw the due respect generally offered to a Brahmana or to the son of a Brahmana. This is due to her mild nature as a woman. Women as a class are no better than boys, and therefore they have no disciplinary power like that of a man. Ashwatthama proved himself to be an unworthy son of Dronacharya or of a Brahmana, and for this reason he was condemned by the greatest authority, Lord Sri Krishna. And yet a mild woman could not withdraw her natural courtesy for a Brahmana. Even to date, in a Hindu family, a woman shows proper respect to the Brahman cat. However fallen and heinous a Brahma Bandhu may be. But the men have begun to protest against Brahma Bandhus who are born in the families of good Brahmanas, but by action are less than Shudra. The specific word used in this sloka is Vamasvava, mild and gentle by nature. A good man or woman accepts anything very easily. But a man of average intelligence does not do so. But anyway, we should not give up our reason and discriminatory power just to be gentle. One must have good discriminatory power to judge a thing on its merit. We should not follow the mild nature of a woman and thereby accept that which is not genuine. Ashwatthama may be respected by a good-natured woman, but that does not mean that he is as good as a genuine Brahman. So, अथोपेत्यस्व शिबिरं गोविन्दः प्रियसारथि निवेदयत् तं प्रियैः शोचन्त्या आत्मजान् हतान् तदा हृतं पशुवा पाशबद्धम् अवाङ्मुखम् कर्मजुगुप्सितेन निरीक्ष्य कृष्णापकृतं दोषितम् Vamasvava krupaya nanamacha. So this is already explained in the purport that woman's nature is very mild and man's nature very strong. That is the difference. Therefore, according to Vedic civilization, the woman must be protected because they are very simple. They can be led to goodness also very easily, and they can be also polluted very easily. By nature, they are very simple. Therefore, Shastra says that just like child. If you mold the character of a child from the very beginning, then he can become a great man. Similarly, if you train woman from the very beginning how to become chaste, faithful to the husband, they can become a very good mother, very good asset in the family. So there is sufficient information in the Vedic literatures how a man should be trained up, a boy should be trained up, a girl should be trained up, so that in future they may become happy. The ultimate aim of life is how to become connected with Krishna. That is the ultimate. Athato Brahma Jigyasa. If I say to anybody that your ultimate goal of life is to understand Krishna or Vishnu, naturally there will be inquiries. Who is Krishna? What is Krishna? What does he do? So many questions. That question is recommended in the Vedanta Sutra. Athato Brahma Jigyasa. That is life. So the boys and girls should be trained up how to inquire about the ultimate goal of life, Krishna or Vishnu, that they do not know in the modern civilization, that they do not know, not merely in the modern civilization. In the past also, those who were entrapped by the modes of material nature, ahankare mudhatma, the material conception of life false ego. Ahankara, this is called ahankara. But when we are in a false ahankara, that is our cause of all trouble. Ahankara. If we become entrapped in false ahankara, then we are mudhatma, entrapped by nature. That is the difficulty. So what is that false ahankara? The false ahankara is that I am this body. This is false ahankara. I am this body. I am Indian. I am American, I am Brahmana, I am Kshatriya, I am Sannyasi, I am Brahmachari, and so on. All designation of this body, this is false ahankara. Therefore, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has taught us how to be free from ahankara. He said that, Naham Vipro Nachanarapatir Nath Vaishyo Nashkurupo Varnir Nachagrapatir Vanasto Yatirva किंतु निखिल परमानंद पूर्णामृताभे गोपी भर्तृ परकमलयोर दास दासानुदासा. I am not a Brahmana. I am not a sannyasi. I am not a grahastha. I am not a vanaprastha. I am not this. I am not that. All material designations he refused. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, I am not this. I am not this. I am not this. Even if I am very much proud of becoming a Brahmana, or I become very much proud of being a sannyasi, that is the highest stage of human status, to become a Brahman or sannyasi. Sannyasi is supposed to be the guru of everyone. There are 4 varnas and 4 ashramas. And in the spiritual order, the sannyasi is guru of all, even of the Brahmanas. But Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, I am neither Brahmana nor sannyasi. He refused. Naham Vipro Nachadarapatir Napi Vaishyo Nashu. Yati means sannyasi. So this is false. Even if you become very much proud that you are a very learned Brahmana or very advanced sannyasi, that is not your freedom. You are not yet liberated. You are still in the conditioned life. Then, when you become liberated, that is stated by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Gopi Bhaktru Pada Kamalayor Das Dasanu Dasa. This is liberation. Gopi Bhaktru, the maintainer of the gopis. Gopi Jana Vallabha. Krishna's business is how to please the gopis, the inhabitants of Vrindavan. Yashodanandana Prajajana Ranjana. As the Vrindavan Vasis, they have no other business than to love Krishna. Similarly, Krishna has no other business than to please the gopis and the inhabitants of Vrindavan. Gopijana Vallabha. So how? Why Krishna is so much attached to Vrindavan Vasis? As soon as there was some difficulty, we read it from Bhagavatam. As soon as there is some fire, the Vrindavan Vasis, they do not know anyone but Krishna. And Krishna devours the fire. As soon as there is torrents of rain, Vrindavan was going to be overflooded. Krishna immediately came to their rescue and lifted the Govardhan hill. Come under me. That is Gopijana Vallabha. They do not know anything. They do not know even that Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. But they do not like to love anybody than Krishna. This is their only qualification. They did not love Krishna, understanding that Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Param Brahma Param Dhama Pavitram Paramam Bhavan Uksham Shashvatam Divyam Aridevam Ajandivam. He did not know this, but he did not like to love even Vishnu than Krishna. That is their qualification. Gopi Jana Vallabha. So when we come to that stage as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is teaching, so Gopi Bhartru Padakamalayur Das Dasam. He is also bringing the reference of the gopis because Krishna is completely under gopis. He is so much indebted to the gopis that he said that Na pareham niravadya samyujam swasad krutyam vibudayushapiva yama bhajan durjara geha shrunkhala samvrishya tadva pratiyati sadhuna. I cannot repay your debts. It is not possible. Krishna is all powerful, has all opulence. But he had no means to repay the debts of the gopis. This is the position of the gopis. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu recommends Ramya Kachid Upasana Vrajavadhu Vargena Kalpita. There is no other better shape of worshipping Krishna than it was planned by the gopis. Ramya Kachid Upasana Vrajavadhu Vargena Kalpita. This is the highest. In the same way, he says, Gopi Bhartru Pada Kamalayor Dasa Dasa Anudasa. Gopijana Vallabha. Gopijana Vallabha is Krishna. Pada Kamalayor. One who has taken shelter. Don't try to become gopis. No. Rather try to become the dust of the lotus feet of the gopi. Gopi Bhartru Pada Kamalayor Dasa Dasa Anudasa. Just like Uddhava wanted to become one blade of grass in Vrindavan, because the gopis will trample over it. This is the highest perfection. So liberation. Liberation means Gopi Bhartruhu. Pada Kamalayor Dasa Dasanudas. The more you become servant of the servant of Vaishnava, then your perfection is there. That is perfection. However, the Vedic invention is just try to understand yourself. Aham Brahmasmi. That's a fact. But if I simply try to become Aham Brahmasmi without knowing the full philosophy, then I shall be fallen again that I am equal to God. Aham Brahmasmi means I am the supreme God, as the Mayavadis. They think that liberation means I become one with God. No, that is not your position. You cannot become. That is another Maya. That is the last dictation of Maya. Why you shall become the servant of Gopi Bharti? You become God. That is Maya. That is the last layer of Maya. Therefore they fall down. Aruya krutshena param padam tata patanti adho anadruta yushmadangraya yanne arvindaksha muktamaninas tvayasta bhavat abhishuddha buddhaya aruya krutshena param padam tata patanti anadruta yushmadangraya. With great austerity, penances and vairagya, we can go up to the param padam. Param padam means Brahman, Nirvishesh Brahman. Not in the material existence, but in the spiritual existence. Aruya, they can rise up to that. I am Brahmasmi. To understand that I am not this matter, I am Brahman. But unless one takes shelter of the Gopi Bhartru Pada Kamale or Dasa, he will fall down. Aruya Krichena Param Padam Tataha Patanti Adha Yushmadangraya. Why? Anadruta Yushmadangraya. Because one does not know, as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu teaches, that Gopi Bhartru Pada Kamale or Dasa Dasanudas. He falls down. He has no shelter. Anadruta Yushmadandra. We must always remember that if you want to be recognized by Krishna, if you want to become inhabitant of Vrindavan, then we must take this lesson given by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Gopi Bhartru Pada Kamalayor Dasa Dasa Anudasa. So endeavor to become gopis. That is also Mayavadi, that I shall become gopis. No. You have to become the servant of the servant of the servant of Gopi. Otherwise, the same ahankar. Ahankarim mudatma kartaham iti manyate. Then again will be mistake. That is material disease. Everyone is full of some ahankar. I am this, I am Brahmana, I am Sannyasi, I am Lord, I am this. So many things. So long this mentality will continue, then that is Maya. Ahankara Mudatma Kartaham iti manyate. Actually, he is not that position. Therefore, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu teaches from the very beginning. Jivera Swarupa Nitya Krishna. Unless you come to that point, I am the eternal servant of Krishna. That is real knowledge. This knowledge is achieved. Bhuvnam Janmanam Ante Jnanavan Mam Prapadyate Vasudeva Sarvamaiti Mahatma Sudurlabha. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu teaches from this point that you are dasa. Give up this idea that you are independent master or one with God, or so many rascal ideas. That is not good. It begins with this point. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu teaches Jiva. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu teaches from the point when Bhagavad-gita ends. Bhagavad-gita says, Sarva Dharman Parityaj Amekam. This is the relationship. We are like the master. This idea. We are planning so many things to become master of the world. I am the monarch of all I survey. Give up this idea. Then you will be in proper position. Sarva dharman parityajya mamekam sharanam raja. Aham tvam sarva papebhyo mokshayami ma sita. So, that is what we explained. Sarva dharman parityajya mamekam. That means I am master. If you want to be peaceful, then accept this position that I am master. You are servant. Therefore, Yamunacharya said, Kadaham aikantika nitya kinkara praharshishyami sanata jivitam. I have troubled myself in so many lives. Therefore, bhavantam evanu charan nirantara prashanta nishesha manorathantara. He is praying, my Lord, when I shall be constantly your servant. Bhavantam evanu charan nirantara. Nirantara means always. Prashanta nishesha manorathantara. We are being conducted by the mental speculation. So completely shanta, no more mental speculation. Bhavantam evanu charan nirantara prashanta nishesha manorathantara. Tadaham ekantika nitya kinkara. When shall I become the most attentive servant? Ekantika, no other business. Tadaham ekantika nitya kinkara praharshishyami sanatha jivitam. I shall become gladdened. Praharshishyami sanatha jivitam. Sanatha. Those who are not Krishna conscious, they are anatha. Here said, भवन्तमेवानुचरन् निरन्तरा प्रशान्त निःशेष मनोरथान्तरा तदामेकान्तिक नित्य किंकरा प्रहर्षयिष्यामि सनाथ जीवितम्. Anatha, just anatha. Anatha means no father, no mother, no protection. This is called anatha. And is aspiring to become sanat. Sanat means, yes, I have got my protector. Krishna will protect me. Ah, रक्षिष्यति रक्षिष्यति विश्वासो आनुकूल्यस्य संकल्पा प्रातुकूल्यस्य विवर्जनम रक्षिष्यति विश्वासो भोक्तृत्वे भरणम तथा आत्मनिक्षेप कार्पण्यो षड्विधा शरणागति. Yes, I am surrendered to Krishna and he will give me protection. This is surrender. Sharanagati means this is one of the item of Sharanagati, that I have surrendered to Krishna fully. So Krishna says, Aham Kam Sarva Pape Bho Mokshishyami Mam. Then I am fully protected. He will give me protection. To believe in this word of Krishna, that is fully surrender. So it is not theoretical, practical. Just like in our Krishna conscious movement, even in America, they inquire these our devotees. How is that you do not work? You simply dance and you get big buildings and you have got so many cars and you eat nicely. They are surprised. Why surprising? Sanatha Jivita. We are under Krishna's protection. Why shall I live a poverty-stricken life? Why shall I live poorly? No. Krishna's servant must have the whole opulence because Sanatha Jivita. That is Krishna consciousness. So don't forget this philosophy. If you surrender fully to Krishna, and Krishna is always anxious, Gopijana Vallabha, Brajajana Ranjana. So to love Krishna, to be fully under Krishna's control, that is Gopijana Vallabha, that is Gopijana. And he is always anxious, Sanatha Jivita. In all respect, we simply remain under the control of Krishna, fully under the shelter of the lotus feet of Krishna. Then all happiness will be available without any endeavor. That is Swarupena Vyavasthit. Swarupena Vyavasthit. So that is called Mukti. Nirodhasyanushayanatmanah Shaktivi Muktir Hitvanyatha Rupam Swarupena Vyavasthitihi. Nirodha Asya Anushayanam Atmana Saha Shaktivi Mukti Hitvanyatha Rupam Swarupena Vyavasthitihi. The merging of the living entity along with this conditioned living tendency with the mystic lying down of the Mahavishnu is called the winding of the cosmic manifestation. Liberation is the permanent situation of the form of the living entity after he gives up the changeable gross and subtle material bodies. That is liberation. That is called Mukti. Mukti means to live in that condition. That I am Krishna's eternal servant. He will give me all protection. My only business is to carry out his order. This is called Mukti. Thank you very much. And so tomorrow we'll have class on the verse number 43. This particular verse also 43 verse will be discussed. Vacha cha sahantasya bandhanayanam sati mucyatam esha brahmano nitaram guru. Vacha cha sahantasya bandhananyanam sati mucyatam esha brahmano nitaram guru. Vacha cha asahanti asya bandhana anayanam sati mucyatam esha brahmana nitaram guru. So now she could not tolerate Ashwatthama being bound by ropes and also being a devoted lady. She said, release him, for he is a Brahmana, our spiritual master. We'll discuss this verse number 43. Thank you so much. जय श्री गुरु गौरांग रामदास विकार गिरधारी श्री राधा विनोद बिहारी जी की जय. जय निकला गुरु श्रीमद भक्तिवेदांत नारायण गोस्वामी महाराज गुरुदेव की जय. गुलाब विष्णु विष्णुपाद श्री भक्तिवेदांत वामन गोस्वामी महाराज जी की जय. निकला पृष्ठम विष्णुपाद शिष्य भक्तिदान विक्रम गोस्वामी महाराज की जय। निकला पृष्ठ ओम विष्णुपाद श्रीमद गौरविंद गोस्वामी महाराज की जय। निकला पृष्ठम विष्णुपाद श्रीमद भक्ति वल्लभ तीर्थ गोस्वामी महाराज की जय। निकला पृष्ठम विष्णुपाद श्रीमद भक्ति ज्ञान भारती गोस्वामी महाराज की जय। सपरिकर श्रीमद आचार्य के श्री भक्ति प्रज्ञान केशव गोस्वामी महाराज की जय। निकला पृष्ठम विष्णुपाद श्रीमद भक्तिदान स्वामी महाराज की जय। सपरिकर श्री भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती गोस्वामी प्रभुपाद ठाकुर की जय। प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद की जय। जय श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गोप गोपी गोवर्धन द्वादश मंडल की जय। हरि नाम संकीर्तन की जय। अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय। श्री पुरुषोत्तम मास की जय। श्री जगन्नाथ स्वामी की जय। श्रीपाद भक्तिदान दंडी महाराज की जय। नामनिष्ठ संत शनिरुद्दास प्रभु की जय। मठे सेवक वृंद की जय। धामवासी भक्त वृंद की जय। समागत भक्त वृंद की जय। विदाय गौर सतना प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि क्षमा करो दया करो कृपा कर रक्षा करो। गुरवे गौरचंद्राय राधिकाय तदालये कृष्णाय कृष्ण भक्ताय तद्भक्ताय नमो नमः। वंदे गुरुपरद्वंदं भक्तवृंद समन्वितं श्री चैतन्य प्रभुं वंदे नित्यानंद सहोदितं। श्रीनंदनं वंदे राधिका चरणद्वयं गोपीजन समायुक्तं वृंदावनम हरे। दंडवत।